let me share a secret with you. Come closer. Every month, your body tries to get you pregnant. I'm not lying. So, every single month, your body has one aim. If you're a woman or a girl who has started her periods, to get you pregnant. Let me explain to you. So, for most women or for most girls, for most teenagers who have started their periods, your body goes through 4 phases, and we call it a cycle because it begins at one point, continues, and comes to end at the same point. Okay, and this is what we call the menstrual cycle. For most of the women on earth, we have our menstrual cycles lasting between 21 to 35 days. Not everybody has 28 days. For some people, it's 21 days. Some people, they will have 25 days. Some people will have 30 days. Some people will have 35 days. So that's why it can seem like in one month, we'll say, oh, you are supposed to have your period once a month. But for some of you, you can have your period twice in a month. If you have a 21 or 24 or even a 28-day cycle, it's possible that you can have your period twice in a month. So the length of your cycle will vary depending on your body and how your body produces its hormones. So you don't always have to be alert or to be scared if your length of your cycle is not the same as everybody's. But you also have to make sure that you are tracking to make sure it is regular. And we'll talk about all of that in the series. You just have to make sure that whatever is happening, I'm not seeing any dramatic changes. Because the moment you start seeing changes, as we said, pack your bags, go to the hospital, go and tell your doctor. In fact, go, let them tell you that it is nothing, you're worrying about nothing, and you can come home. So every single month, your body goes through some processes to prepare you for pregnancy. And if the pregnancy happens, a different set of processes start. But for most of us, pregnancy doesn't happen. So if pregnancy doesn't happen, it goes through, ends the cycle, and begins another cycle. Now, the menstrual cycle in a lot of people, in a lot of women, has 4 stages. So we have the follicular stage, we have the ovulatory phase, we have the luteal phase, and then we have the menstruation phase. Okay, so a lot of us, when we say, are you on your cycle or have you started your cycle, what we are saying is that, are you menstruating? Okay, but when we really talk about the cycle, it is all the phases that come together. And in a lot of scientific books, we start counting day one from the menstrual phase. That's because that is the first part that we can see with evidence of blood. So it makes it more easy to estimate and assess the counting of the stages. But for a lot of women like you and I, we all know that usually the menstrual phase feels like the end rather than the beginning. But then scientifically, that is how the literature puts it. So if you hear me referring to the menstrual phase as the first phase, it's not because you are wrong enough to feel that way, but then it's because that is how it has been studied. So for now, this is what we'll be going with. And in a lot of literature, they also include the menstrual phase as part of the follicular phase. So they add it as the first part of the follicular phase. And we will explain all of that as we go on. For today, you need to know that your body has 4 phases. So for the first phase, that is a menstrual phase, that is when you did not get pregnant. So your body is putting away all the construction work that it did for you, hoping that you get pregnant and the baby will come and stay there. That is the menstrual phase. So the blood you see is the construction work being pulled down. And then we have the follicular phase where it's like, let me give this girl another chance. So then it starts rebuilding, trying to lay the foundation and all that for you. Then we have the ovulation phase. Now it has built the house. It wants someone to come and live inside. So that is the ovulation phase we'll be talking about. And then we also have the luteal phase where now the house has been built. Nobody came to stay inside. So, like, are we still waiting? What's going on? Should we start tearing the house down? You see, so that's just like that. You've gone through that. So, after the luteal phase comes with menstrual phase because it is a cycle. So, if a baby doesn't appear during the ovulation phase, then we'll go through the cycle, complete it, start again, complete it. We'll be doing this and going through it from the time you have your first period till the time you have your very last period. We just keep going and going and going. So it's very important that you learn these things. So in our next video, we're going to start looking at it from the follicular phase. We'll talk about everything possibly that happens during that phase, what you must know about your body, how to take good care of your body, how to support yourself through this phase, and maybe 1 or 2 things that you need to take note of because they could go wrong and you need to know how to fix them. You need to know when to go to the hospital. And as always, my name is Chiaki. I'm your internet big sister, and I'm here to hold your hand and guide you through the things that mommy maybe was too shy to teach you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to show this to anybody that you think might need to learn a thing or two about their bodies. If you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you'd like me to talk about, remember we are not diagnosing here, but if you have anything you think I should talk about, just leave them in the comments as well, and we will get to them. So till next time, I can't wait to see you. All right, bye.